Hi everyone, welcome to this inspiring space. My name is Maya. Today I'd like to share more about what ceremony can bring up in relationship to trauma and how that needs to be addressed after a ceremony is finished. Some people share that in their ceremony they resolved their trauma or they healed their trauma, and that's wonderful, really. And others who are going through the post-ceremony process are actually digesting what happened before. When one heals their trauma fully, one is ready to heal their trauma fully. One is ready to step forward and stop being stuck by what happened in the past. And this is based on each person's readiness to resolve something, resolve a certain connection, a relationship, retrieving parts of their soul, resolve some chronic illness, and so on and so forth. Others go through ceremony and the doorways of the trauma open up. So trauma surfaces in ceremony and they don't know what to do after ceremony because they're experiencing the same symptoms or the same panic or the same kind of anxiety as they experienced 10, 20, 30 years ago, 40 years ago. And they don't know what to do about it. So what comes up is that little boy or that little girl that experienced a trauma and they did not know what to do about it in the body of an adult, in the body of a 40-year-old, 30-year-old, 25-year-old, so on and so forth. And this is where the integration, the guidance in the integration is important. Why is there more focus on integration work? Because there are more people coming out of ceremony and they don't know what to do. They're lost. It's like ceremony opened up a wound and the pus is coming out. And in the world of plant medicine, in the world of ceremony, this is how this can be explained, because there's a lot of purging, there's a lot of releasing. And so when that trauma or when that psychosomatic experience in the memory of the body, which we can define a little bit as was subconsciously hidden, comes out, there's a lot that one is processing in their life after ceremony. And why guidance is needed? Because there are many things to tackle. There's the mental aspect to tackle. So for example, being followed by a therapist, more importantly a therapist that knows about plant medicine or that is tapped into the spiritual part of also therapy, more of a transpersonal therapist, someone who tackles the body, someone who helps the person go through the sensations, the connection with the body every single day, offering gratitude to the body every single day. What is coming up? What is the body expressing for the person to see, including pain, including frustration, including tensions, aches, and even illnesses. Emotionality is also to be tackled. What is being felt, and is this okay? Yes, usually it is okay. When we experience something, especially in our daily life, we're not defined by it. We're experiencing it. And so aspects of the trauma start coming up after ceremony. And there's a lot to deal with while one is doing like their job and their family and doing their daily chores. There's a lot of overwhelm while the experience is being digested. And so seeking someone who guides them in their integration is important, and it's okay. It's not like integration happens in the talk after ceremony only. This is helpful, but also tapping into what is going on a week afterwards, a month afterwards, 6 months afterwards, a year afterwards, there are more revelations. And there's usually a rush to integrate. And integration is an ongoing process. It's life itself. It's bringing another piece and another piece and then removing another piece. And then saying, okay, I'm good here. Setting up a foundation. And then moving another piece. And then saying, okay, I need a new piece here. Being receptive. There's a dance in the integration. It's not something that is linear and fixed. And so asking for guidance while one is going through integration is essential. While I was going through my own integration, I was always being as open as I can with whatever I have experienced to learn, to know more what is going on. How can I understand this a little bit more? And so I tapped more into elderly wisdom because I was seeking wisdom in my integration. Other people need to seek connection with the body. I feel so airy, I feel so spacious all the time after my ceremony. Then there's more connection with the body required. There are more practices related to embodiment that are required. It's simple. It's not that big of a deal when we are noticing what is going on and tapping into what we need. And integration is very much about that. When you need to go through some time on your own, honoring that. When you need to be with others, honoring that too. Knowing that not all the time others will meet you where you are at. Especially when you are going through a healing journey. There's a lot. Your sensitivity is raised. You become more vulnerable. There's more openness, and at the same time, there's more care to be taken. There's more protection for a while to really heal the wounds. And so when something comes up in ceremony and is not fully resolved, some people resolve it fully, but other people don't. It starts opening up the realm of what could not be resolved before and that is held in the body. It's not about being stuck in the past. And some people share with me sometimes, I don't want to go back. And I'm like, you're not going to go back. You think you are going to go back. That's a thought. And if we look at the theme based where that thought is coming from, it's fear. It's being scared for this to be repeated. But being scared for this to be repeated is literally attracting it back. The same thing as denying something or pushing it away, or also being so attached to it that this is who I am, then we're not changing. And sometimes we need to land in a place where, okay, this is who I am. I know this for now. And that's good. That's some time where one is taking a little break. It's okay. It's something that one needs to go through for a little while. Needing a break. Taking a break. It's fine. And being fine with it. And so integration includes this dynamic where a piece lands and it feels good. And there's a revelation. And it connects to something that happened in ceremony 5 years ago. One of the ceremonies, one of the healing sessions that one has undergone. And that's perfect. There's no right and wrong. There's more how one is approaching the experience and how much in line the approach is with their truth. If the information is only being shared and there's no practice, then there's only the mental realm that is being tackled. We need to tackle the mind, the body, and the emotional realms as well, along with the so-called connection with spirit, if this is relevant for you. If not, the connection with nature, the connection with the divine, God, however you feel like is an expression for you as the mystery in this life. So this is what I wanted to share with you today. And I hope it inspires you. I hope it brings some more clarity related to what starts in ceremony and what needs to be followed after ceremony. And being followed is fine. Asking for someone who has been there to give some advice here, to help you explore what you're experiencing in a different way, not their way, is important. Thank you for liking, thank you for commenting, and thank you for sharing. Sending you much love and wishing you a beautiful day wherever you are. Bye for now.